Hello everyone, welcome back to True Oracle Tarot. This reading is for Libra, November 2025. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you feel connected to the reading or know anyone who may need to hear this message. Also, it helps the algorithm push it out so it can reach others who may need to hear this reading. Thank you. So today, Libra, I'm going to do your reading in 3 parts. The first would be the general overview, and then we'll break it down into finance and then relationships. Okay? Hope everyone's doing well. We have the Ten of Pentacles is your first card. Temperance. Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords. The Emperor. Ace of Wands. Two cards are stuck. It's weird. Sorry, Libra. Having a tarot card malfunction. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh, here we are. And the Hierophant. Okay. So this is a really good card to have. Libra is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a card of wealth and achievement. All you have set out or set off on your journey in life to achieve, you will achieve it or have achieved it. It also suggests that you're going to be financially stable. You're moving into financial stability. Could also be from work and investment, or even an inheritance. It's all about living a comfortable life, a comfortable lifestyle, achieved through hard work, wise investments, and again, inheritance. It also can be achieved through some type of family inheritance, yes, but some type of family investment. It's a foundation of some sort. And then you have the Temperance. The Temperance card is telling you that despite achieving your goals, dreams, and desires, you must maintain balance in your life. Okay, Libra, and have self-control. Be careful not to be led astray by internal or external forces. It's definitely a warning. Okay, the Temperance card is advising you to have patience. Okay, whatever you're dealing with right now, or if there's some type of financial opportunity or if it's even a connection, don't rush in. Okay, don't rush into the unknown without considering the outcome. And then you have the Seven of Cups. Uh, see, so moving on from the Temperance to the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is literally the next energy. It's literally telling you that if you don't pay attention here, if you don't heed the Temperance warning to not rush in, you might encounter a time of confusion. Okay. The Seven of Cups is a warning, basically, a warning to you to don't get stuck in your head or even daydreaming. It's good to dream, it's good to have goals and so on, but sometimes we get stuck in our heads and forget to act. Okay? If they're just dreams and goals, if we don't materialize, if we don't act, if we don't do something, that causes them to happen, right? Yeah. It looks like you have a lot of dreams and a lot of goals and a lot of, but there's opportunities that sometimes come and you don't, and you're afraid. You just get stuck in your head. A lot of illusions. You need to just stop with the illusions and being preoccupied with the what ifs, and move on. Break the cycle of being indecisive. The card is calling you to be present. It's telling you, listen, be present. The universe is sending you these opportunities, but you need to be present. They'll keep passing you by. Okay, so you need to ground yourself, because if you don't ground yourself in reality, you will enter into the Seven of Swords energy. The Seven of Swords energy basically is like the Seven of Cups. It's a warning to you. The Seven of Swords is associated with deception. Okay? Strategic deception, deliberate deception. Okay? And you may be thinking of taking some type of calculated risk, or someone else is using some clever tactics around you. Remember, you have the ten of Pentacles, so you need to be careful with your money. You need to be careful who you discuss your money with. Any achievements that you have, or windfalls that you have with money, you need to be. Don't just go crazy and start announcing it to the world. If you want to tell your close knit relatives and family, and friends, fine, but remember, there could be some frenemies in the pack, so be careful there. Okay, there's some people that might try to trick you or drag you into some type of business deal where they can actually take, alleviate you of your money, of your wealth. Yeah, it's a warning to, be cautious, proceed with caution. Remember, you entered into the Ten of Cups, like I said. So just, you have, or however you got this money through work, bonus, whatever it is, or inheritance, keep the information to yourself. And your next card is the Emperor. Is a card of structure and leadership and authority. I don't know if this is you. This could be you. However, be careful not to make decisions that only favor your safety and security, over morality, and be unbiased when you make decisions. Don't make decisions that's going to hurt other people, right? You want to remain in good karma. And here's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is new beginning. Stay on your path. Be careful. Be strategic with what you tell others. Be smart with your money. Okay, the Ace of Wands is new beginnings. A lot of creativity around you. A lot of inspiration happening. You know, this is an action card. You know, the card encourages you to pursue your passions and trust your abilities, because it's going to lead you to a new experiences in your life. You'll meet new people also, right? It's going to transform your life, the path that you're on. And lastly, you have the Hierophant in your general reading, which is spirituality. It represents a spiritual card. It's a spiritual card. You know, you may be looking for guidance, you know, to your spiritual institution of choice. Okay? Or looking to be more observant. You might be becoming more grounded in your belief. Or a religion of choice. You know, remember that you are human first. Okay? It's what connects us all, connect all of humanity. You know, despite our differences in our spirituality or religion or beliefs, we're connected. We're connected to everything on this planet, to all on this planet. So when making decisions, consider your humanity. Okay, Libra, that is your general overview. We're going to go into finances. If anyone has a comment or wants to ask a question, you can shoot me, put it in the comment section. Or if you just want to comment in general, if it resonates with you or not, I would appreciate that. But remember, it is a general reading, so it may or may not. You have the Strength card for your first card of your financial reading. 5 of Cups, and this is not financial advice, guys. I have to say it's for entertainment purposes only, so take what resonates. It's the 4 of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Huh. Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. That's an interesting reading. So this Strength card in a money reading, you know, you have the strength to face any financial difficulties or disappointments that you may have, any challenges ahead. You have the financial stability. You know, it's rooted in your ability to maintain self-control, Libra. And you maintain your self-control by managing your emotions. A lot of people can't do that. The Strength card encourages you to remain calm and rational when dealing with money matters, okay? Because you're facing the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups here. The 5 of Cups represent a possible financial loss or some type of disappointment. Doesn't mean you might lose money. It just might be, could be market crash, wherever a lot of people, you know, because it affects our 401k plan, retirement plans, and stuff like that. It's when events happen and it affects retirement, people tend to panic. So just remain calm, as much as you can. You can also be dwelling on the past, like if you have past made some financial decisions that may not have turned out well. It might have been a mistake or even a missed opportunity because you're busy doing something else. Okay. However, you are moving forward by releasing your financial regrets and focusing on rebuilding your financial security. Okay? The Eight of Cups is telling you here just that. It's telling you to move forward. It's going to take some time, but don't give up. Move forward. All right? It acknowledges that you feel disappointed, but try not to get stuck. You're disappointed with your current financial path or investments. You will be reassessing your financial goals and considering a new direction. All right. It also it's encouraging you to remove situations that no longer work for you, no longer serves you. Just move on from it. Okay. To move, because you'll be moving into your Four of Pentacles. Remember, you had the Ten of Pentacles, right? You had the Ten of Pentacles in your general reading. So abundance is there. Okay, prosperity is there. Okay. So it's just a financial journey that you're on. We all need to learn certain things in our life before we level up. Okay? The Four of Pentacles is telling you what to expect. The card is saying because of your past loss, you might be holding onto your money really, 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 really tight. Okay? Possibly a little too tight and holding on to it because of fear. Fear of losing it again. While this can also indicate a careful approach to finances, it also suggests you're being a bit overcautious. You have just a little too much, you're holding on a little too tight, which can limit your growth. Right? The Four of Pentacles encourages you to find balance between saving and investing for your future. All right? And here you are at the King of Pentacles, which is another pretty great card. The King of Pentacles is a powerful card in a financial reading. It represents control over your finances. So you're going to gain control. Whatever it is that lesson you need to learn, you're going to learn it. Okay? You're going to develop the knowledge and the skills to manage your money efficiently, to achieve your financial success. The card encourages you to maintain your discipline when it comes to managing your money. And I say discipline as in, I didn't want to say the way you're holding on to your money, because you need to release that tight grip on it in order to materialize your financial goals. Okay? The King of Pentacles is long-term stability and growth. Okay? And the Knight of Cups is basically telling you, actually this can also be challenging, a challenging situation that you might have, some type of disturbance also in a connection, okay, with a younger person, just so that you know. So that's something to look out for. And the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Cups is saying, be careful with your money also. Don't just rush in without thinking. Be strategic in how you approach in new investments, a new opportunity, new business ideas. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing energy. You know, you have a strong sense of financial responsibility. I mean, you're responsible for just not yourself. You're responsible for also people around you, you know, and you are capable of managing your resources effectively and efficiently. You know, the card is saying use your financial skills to create stability and a secure environment for yourself and those around you. All right, Libra, that's your financial reading. We're going to go into love and romance. See what your connections have for you. I need to put this aside so. Okay. Let's get this guy going. I need a financial reading. Okay, it's all about love. Let's do this. Okay. You have the Three of Swords and the love. This is love and romance. The Four of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. You have the World. This is a nice card. It's a very nice card to have. Six of Cups. And the Seven of Wands. You have some challenges here in love, Libra. Okay, the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Swords is it's a loss card. It's a card of loss or heartbreak. You know, heartbreak, betrayal, and emotional pain somehow. It may not necessarily mean that it's your person that's causing it. It could be from something else, from another event. It could also indicate there may be some recent hurt or misunderstanding in your life from either your current or past relationship. You know, either you or your person or even both are feeling very hurt. You know, very hurt by recent events. Despite the pain, you must address the issues, okay? You know, you and your partner need to be open and honest to move forward, is what the Three of Swords is saying. And here you are at the Four of Pentacles. It's about holding on too tight, the Four of Pentacles. One of you are overprotective, possessive, and overly jealous, or even all three. It looks like all three to me. You know, there's been some recent hurt or misunderstanding in your life. Either you or your person, or even both, are feeling very hurt by, you know, events. Gosh, this is... It's stagnating your connection, because one of you are holding back, you know, just not holding back emotionally and financially too. If you want this connection, Libra, you need to release the pain. It looks like past pain, which is, or if it's you, which is causing the disruptive behavior. Yikes. You know, it's because one of you are going to be seeking solitude. Somebody's going to take a step back. Yeah, stepping back and shutting down. I don't know if you're the shutdown one. You know, sometimes people get upset and it's hard to talk to them because they shut down. I don't know which one of you. Could be you or your person that shuts down. You know, closing off communication, which is affecting your relationship. Because you can't move forward. You need to talk. You need to have discussions. You know, this is a time to be working on yourself. In the meantime, you know, work on yourself and try to grow from it. You know, see if you're the one with the, you know, that's possessive and work on, you have to work on that. It usually stems from past experiences, so you need to sort that out. Okay, and the Queen of Cups here is is nurturing. You know, it's an empathetic partner. You know, who's in touch with their emotions, and also considers others around them. You know, it's a positive sign for an emotional connection, and you know, and then it, you know, it's a sign of understanding. So it looks positive that you and your connection may try to work things out because you look, you know, I mean, you have the world, right? If you move into the world energy, you know, this signifies completion and fulfillment in your relationship. You know, it has reached a significant milestone. So you're going to work, whatever it is, it's going to be worked out. Okay, whatever conflict it is or what for, it's going to get worked out. Right? You're both going to work out your differences and you're going to overcome it. You're going to move past this phase. You know, you're both are going to feel a deep sense of satisfaction and unity, you know. It's a very positive sign for your future, you know, for the future of your connection, okay? And the Six of Cups is the nostalgia card. I can tell you what's happening already just by the look of it, you know. You and your partner has to work through things, okay? But stop looking back. Stop looking back at past differences and past pain. It's only going to create problems. If you decide that you want to, you know, reunite, work on your differences or whatever it is that your issues you had in the past, you cannot go back and bring it up again or throw it in a person's face or vice versa, right? You have to move on from it. If you want to look back and you want to discuss the past, and discuss happy memories, okay? Learn from your past mistakes. Bringing the past into your future to your present will stagnate your future, okay? And here you are at the Seven of Wands. Okay, so getting past the Six of Cups. Okay, it's telling you to keep your romantic conflicts private. You know, both of you could be dealing with external pressures, friends, family, even co-workers. You know, and when you have problems at work, also shake it off. Shake it off. Don't take it with you. Take it home or to your person. You know, that's negative energy. It'll just cause problems in your relationship. You know, conflicts. You don't need that. You don't need the anger. If you're angry at work or just dissatisfied or just, you know, not happy, just don't take it with you. If you need to take, you know, a few minutes, an hour, whatever it is, and get rid of that energy, think of happy thoughts, good things, you know, because you don't want to bring in additional challenges into your connection. And also don't discuss problems you and your person is having with others, okay? It will cause outside challenges and you don't need that, because it, you know, people, they'll try to influence your behavior or your person's behavior or their choices, or tell them, you know, it's time to move on. You don't want that. Okay? You have to defend your relationship against these challenges. Okay. That is your reading, Libra. Thank you. This is your November 2025 reading. Thank you.